watching the replay, put hashtag replay. I want to grab my project really quick because, you know, running late. I am so sorry that I'm running late. I don't know why my light is like showing. Maybe I need to clean that. Let's see. Let's use a piece of lace. Goodness. Give me 1 second. It's still weird. I don't know what's going on with it. The lighting seems a little off. All right, let me grab something really quick because I was going to do some junk journaling. It's really coming along and I love it. Hi, Paula. Hey, sweet friend. I am so sorry that I'm running late. Thank you so much for being here and even with me being late. Let me grab something really quick. All right, where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. And then I'll just sit it here for a moment. All right. Hey, friends. All right. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. Aria was playing her games as usual. You know, she was hungry again and, you know, all the things before bedtime. It's always, you know, something going on. And she wanted some milk and then it was just all kinds of stuff. So it's like, can you just like go to bed now so I can go live? Oh, thank you so much, Dee Dee. Thank you, sweet friend. I really appreciate that so much. How are you? And Carla's here. Good evening. I'm so glad you caught me live. I was missing you yesterday, but thank you for catching the replay. I appreciate that. What was yesterday? I was on for Facebook for something. It's hard to keep up with all the names of all the, oh, it was the shopping experience. The shopping experience. And I was working on this book that I am actually going to be selling. It's turning out really, really pretty. So I used a Dollar Tree book cover and actually did it on a live on Facebook, or excuse me, YouTube, a couple of weeks ago. And I put my signatures in. I did 3 signatures and it's turning out really pretty. I think I might have did a couple of things last night after my live, like a couple of little small things, like, you know, like this little brad I had put in. I totally forgot to put the stickles on here. So I could do that really quick and just let it dry while I'm working on my other projects. And then I put that in. I did some lace and, you know, kind of throughout. Did that belly bands. What else did I do? I clipped this on here. I love all the lace. It's so pretty. So pretty. I did something else. Like a little something after my live. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, I put this on here. And I did like a little bit of distressing on some of the pages with some blue ink. But I just used a brad right here and just put this little book page that says snow on it. And it's like a little story kind of thing. And did a little tuck spot up here. So this one, you know, just a little card and just tuck that up in there. So I put like a sticker here and some little embellishments. So I did like a few things after, not, you know, not too much, but a few things. I clipped that back here. And, oh, I put this little belly band, or actually, yeah, it's like a little pocket I put back here. So that one's really cute. And then I can just tuck something. For now, we'll tuck this in there. Oh, that's too big. We can't do that. Let's put this little envelope for now. Just a little dyed envelope with some coffee and blue. That fits in there perfect. I love it. So I'll use that for that page. And I think that was pretty much about it. Because I had to work on, oh, I did put this little piece of material in there. Glued that down. Because I had to work on more packages and stuff. So I couldn't, you know, craft as much as I wanted to. Kind of play around with all the things in here. But I am loving how it's turning out so far. And this is going to be for sale. So I'll do that, you know, after I finish some more things. Thank you. Hey, Jess. Hi, sweet friend. And I seen Amanda and Sherry. Hi, everyone. Goodness. I am so glad I made it on. Phew, I was doing great with time. Everything was going great. Like I came down even early to like, you know, clear my table. And I was going to work on this, but I decided to kind of switch up a little bit. Which, you know, depending on the time, I could always, you know, kind of come back to it. But I am going to put this to the side for now because I want to actually work on a truck. I haven't worked on a truck in a while. It's a metal truck that I got. And Leah just texted. She said, "Where are you?" She doesn't see that I'm live. Where's my hair? Oh, it's over here. I do that all the time. So ridiculous. So I got this metal truck when I was in Texas for $5 at their huge market thing that I went to. I totally forgot the name now, but my sweet Dee Dee, actually, I met her in person there. It was so wonderful. But I am going to work on this here. And I have a lot of like different colored trucks. I have some reds, some blues, blacks, like turquoise colors, you know, lots of different things. But I was thinking I really want to do a green and rust on this. And I could even do like maybe some, it's really dusty actually. I could even do some, like some, what is it called? The rub-on transfers or, you know, something on there would be, I think would be really cute. So I'm going to paint this up. And I probably should maybe wipe it down a little because it's definitely a bit dusty because I haven't actually used it since, you know, I got it. I mean, I might have used it, you know, sat in the house a little bit, but, hey, Leah, you couldn't find me? Well, I'm so glad you finally did. I was seeing you text in the, you know, the group text, and I'm like, I'm here, I'm on. All right, I'm just going to, like, clean this up a bit. It is really dusty. Wow. I will say it is in need of a wipe down. But I was thinking this would be great to do some green and some rust since I have, you know, the different colors. I've been wanting a green one, so I think it would be pretty cool. Hey, Davey, 1960s Ford pickup. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love it. It's really cute. I could totally see myself getting one and like cruising around the streets in it. Though I really love my SUV, so it would be probably a hard pass on getting it. But it would be really cool though, I would say. So I think I might do a little slick stick. I mean, I could sand it down or do like a little gesso or, you know, just some kind of little bit of primer. But I think I'm gonna use some of the slick stick and just kind of, you know, do like a quick little once over kind of thing. Didn't realize how much dust was actually on it. Goodness. See, I think it's even a cobweb underneath. Jeez. I mean, how long did it have this? I mean, it's not even that old. Goodness. All right, so let's get slick stick, which is here. I got a little bit left in here, but could even use some Mod Podge and then paint, like just something to give like a little bit of a, you know, just some kind of primer. So this is Dixie Belle Slick Stick. I've had it for, you know, quite some time. So it's kind of running out a bit. Hopefully I can even open it. Oh, there we go. Canton, Texas Trade Days. Yep, that's it. Gosh, that thing, it was huge. It was really fun, though. I loved it. That was super fun. Whew, I got that open. That was a little painful on my hand. Okay. All right, so let's get this primed up a bit. Actually, let me put a paper down. Let me put something down just because it might be, you know, it's definitely going to be a lot easier for me to not have to scrub slick stick off my table. My mat here. So let's put that. Oh, I don't want that to spill over. Goodness. That would be something special. Here's some space here. Yeah, and then I wanted to put something in the back. I like to use the trucks around my house for just, you know, like putting different things for like the different holidays and seasons. How are you doing, my sweet May? how are you? So I want to put like some flowers or something in here. Maybe even like a bunny and some flowers. I think would be really cute once I get the green up on here. I need a brush. I guess I'm using this one. The one that always seems to have bristles flying off of it. Do I have a link? You know, it might be in my link tree. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely could get you the link if you send me a message. But I probably just went on the Dixie Belle website is what I'm thinking. But I'm not like an affiliate with them. Actually, I heard quite some things about them. So I kind of am not going to do that. That's for sure. I mean, the Slick Stick seemed great, but I just heard like, you know, people are coming out with all this stuff, and there's like some horror stories going on. So I don't want to be involved in a, you know, an affiliate with them. So, but I do want to use up my product since I have it. And so like my friend Deb, she was like, oh, I have all these products now from them. And so then we were thinking like, just put it in a different container. So when she's going live, like she can just still use it, but doesn't necessarily have to advertise it. So there's that. There was videos out, like people were doing videos on YouTube and stuff with their stories of when they were, you know, doing affiliate stuff. And so, yeah, it just seemed like a lot going on. So I just, you know, just not really going to do much with that. Just using up what I have pretty much. All right, so we'll see if I hopefully don't really get too much up on the wheels. Davey was saying about drywall. That would be pretty awesome. That's a great idea. I could totally try that. I can't say I've really ever did, you know, the drywall things on the wheels before, but I think it would be fun. But they do have these at, I got some that were really awesome with a lot of really great details from Hobby Lobby before. So you can always, you know, get these trucks all over the place. Even like Dollar General has them usually for probably around like $8 or $10, I think. I got a black one from there before. But I've gotten quite a few different ones from Hobby Lobby, along with like their bikes. They're so cute. I do love their bikes. Okay. Get up in that area. And then I definitely want to add some rust for sure. Actually, one of my red trucks from Hobby Lobby I have in the garage, so I need to get that back out. I don't even know how I managed to like put it up. I did have it out, but something happened. I must have been trying to make space for like Christmas or something was going on, and I put it up. But normally I do keep the red out, unless I put it somewhere like that I totally forgot, you know, decoration wise around the house. It could be on my fridge for all I know, and I totally forgot. Who knows? All right. Yeah, but if you don't have anything to like prime, you can always just sand it down a bit and it'll be just fine. Amazon, that's what I was thinking. Amazon probably, I might even have it in my Amazon link under like the paint stuff. Because I could have possibly gotten it there. I'm not 100% sure because I've had it for like a while. But it seems to, the Slick Stick does seem to work pretty well. Especially when I'm doing like glass stuff and like super slippery, you know, slick surface. Hence the name of it. Sometimes you'll have to do a couple coats, but for the most part, I usually just do like, you know, a quick little coat and then it's good. I'm still using this stuff out of the lid. All right, let's do up here. But yeah, just like a quick sanding probably would have been just fine. But at least I know with it being white, you know, it'll pick up the color really well that I use, which I haven't exactly picked out the green that I want to use, but I'm thinking a more like kind of darker green, just because I do have some like turquoisey ones, and maybe even like a mint. I think I painted one like a mint color before, which I absolutely love the mint. I think I might have sold that one though, honestly. But I haven't done anything with trucks in a while, so I think it's gonna be really cute. And I've been wanting to work on this one for quite some time. But I got it, what was it, last year? Maybe even like 2 years ago. When did I go to Texas? I think it was like 2 years ago. I mean, how the time has flown by already. April. It wasn't last April, but the April before that, I think it was. But that was, that's when I got it at, it was $5 at the market thing. Canton flea market. So I had to put it in my suitcase to come home. And then I had like all kinds of stuff that I couldn't fit in my suitcase because we went to like antique shops, and then we went to, you know, Canton and just all the things. So I had like a lot of stuff that my friend ended up mailing for me. I had, we stopped at Walmart, I think it was like the day before I was leaving, and got some boxes and stuff. And then I had that all packed up and ready to go. And then once she shipped it, she let me know, you know, the shipping cost. And then, so this could have possibly been in there, or my suitcase, I don't know. I was trying to fit whatever I could in the suitcase though, just because I knew like some of the things I had got were going to be like kind of heavy and expensive to ship. Like for example, these big spools, and I even had these big spindles in my suitcase, like trying to fit them in crossways because they were long. Like so ridiculous, the stuff I was trying to bring back. But I made it back with it. And then it was this really heavy, it was a couple of them, these really heavy, what are they, Crocs. You know how Crocs can be pretty heavy. Luckily they weren't like the real big ones, or else that would have been a fortune. But it was already like expensive just to send, you know, the smaller ones. All right, let's get the front grill. I can't wait to do the rust part. That's gonna be, I always like doing the faux rust. I do have this rust kit that would be pretty cool to use, but that you have to do in kind of like in stages. So I wouldn't necessarily be able to do that whole like process. Ooh, I almost got this on my Ray Dunn mug. I would not have been happy. You have to do like, you know, I wouldn't be able to do the whole thing in, you know, on the live. All right, I got some drips on the inside, so I'll get that. And then I think, oh, I forgot some of the door. Definitely need to get that. Okay. Yeah, definitely, you know, could use another coat, but I'm just gonna like go with it as long as I have pretty much like everything kind of coated a little bit. But I think I do want to do a little bit on the inside here because you can, you know, see it. So I'll just do a little, even if I don't really paint the, you know, all the green on the inside right away, like at least I'll have a little bit of a kind of a base coat going. Got that. That is definitely dripping there. You gotta get that. So how is everybody today? Happy Wednesday. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful day. Today was pretty busy for me. It was pretty nonstop, I would say. I had a lot of like messages and, you know, a lot of business stuff to do. And then I had to make some appointments and a couple errands. And it just was like a lot. Had to go to the post office, finish up some packages. And then I ran out of tape. And I was like, uh-oh, I need to get more tape immediately so I can get the rest of the stuff sent out tomorrow. So, so yeah, it was pretty like nonstop. I hung up a few pictures up on the walls that I've had it, you know, all this stuff like ready and sitting there. Like kept on moving my stuff closer and closer to get, you know, get these pictures hung up. And then I finally did. I found this really cute one before at the thrift store that says feed and seed. So I hung that over the pantry door. That looks really cute. All right, let's do a little bit in here. I just don't want like, you know, too much of the red showing. Looks like I'm gonna have to go up in the little drywall, or what is this thing called? The wheel well thing. Gotta do a little bit up in there. Quite a bit to paint this, goodness. I thought it was, you know, since it wasn't quite a, you know, a big truck here, that it wouldn't be a big production. But it seems like it's, you know, taking a little longer than expected here. But that's okay, because we can just chat away. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the event today. Shauna wasn't able to make it on. Leah and I were just so worried about her. We're like, oh my gosh, I hope she's okay. And because it's not like her to like not show up and everything. So then she finally had messaged, and because we have a group chat that we text on, and but she was good. She was okay. She was just had one of those busy days that I totally get. And then for her wound care, they were there later than expected. So we were just thankful she was okay. And she's also 3 hours behind us. So, or at least behind me. I think Leah's Eastern. I'm not too sure. Oh, yeah, she is, because she's in New York, though. So, yeah, she's in Washington State. So that's why, like, her wound care and stuff, like, it would be, like, on a later, you know, time for us. But it's early for her. I probably should have used a smaller brush to get up in the air in this little area. Okay, there we go. And I don't know why I was doing the under, like all the way underneath here. I wasn't even going to do that. I mean, you're not even going to be able to see that. Ooh, there's a bunch of drips right here. I better get that. Goodness. Let's get that together. All right. And then in here, I don't think you're going to be able to see all the things with that. Like once it's flipped over, I'll have to check and see if I have to do in there. So I'm not too sure. I was trying not to really get, you know, much on the wheels, but now at this point, it's already like way past that point. So I'll just have to repaint them. Hi, Jamie. Hey, sweet friend. How are you? What were you up to today? doing some journaling stuff. All right. Yeah, I had definitely some drips going on over there. That red's really trying to come through. Red is definitely one of those colors that's very hard to cover. But luckily I'm not, painting this white, because then it would definitely need quite a few coats. All right, you can see in there, in the red, like a little bit in the front. So I guess I'm gonna have to, no, there's all kinds of drips there too. The good thing with doing, like when I'm gonna distress this and add the faux rust, if I have this like kind of dripping and clumpy, it's fine, because it can get covered with some faux rust. So then it'll just look like it's just, kind of distressed. All right, let's get that little spot. I have to get inside of that wheel. And oh, there's a drip there too. Okay. Oop. All right, so I'm gonna have to get up in this spot too. Feel better now. Husband had knee surgery today, and oh, he's doing good. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. It's not gonna be too fun dealing with the recovery from knee surgery, but hopefully it helps with all the, in long term, with all the pain and the different things going on. Guess I'm gonna have to get up in this area because you can see it a bit. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun working on that winter book. I think it's turning out really pretty. Definitely a lot of pages, but luckily with selling the junk journals, like you leave space for the people that buy it to be able to work in it themselves. Add photos, write in it, all the things with that. So I don't have to fill like, every page, which is great. I'm just gonna put like some more pockets and tuck spots, add a few more little ephemera things up in there, and then I think it's gonna be good to go. So I'll be able to hopefully get that finished here soon so I can go into my next auction. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the auction with it or just list it for sale. So I'll have to think about that and see. All right, I guess I'm doing that axle too. All right, that's good. And then it was just that inside that wheel well, which is here, a little bit up in here. Seems like a really tight space, so a smaller brush would have been ideal. I'm not even going to worry about really painting inside, especially on my live. I'll just worry about the outside because I can always do that after. I think that's pretty good. I think I got all around. No, I didn't. There's still a little bit. I'm gonna have to use a smaller brush. Let's see, what can I use? I don't want to use a really a good brush. This has an angle to it. This should work. That should be good. There we go. I think that's pretty good. There's a little spot here. I guess I could probably get that now that I have a smaller brush. Yeah, it's better. Definitely better. And then up here. Okay, now I can do the back. Because I think all that's good. Maybe a tad bit right here. And then I'll have to get some silver out. Some kind of like a chrome kind of silver, I guess, for the lights and the grill. And then do like a little rust on the grill as well. All right. Where did I just see some? Where? Oh, right here. There we go. Ooh, got all kinds of clumps going down the wheel. And I am really doing a fabulous job on the painting, I must say. I'm really glad that this isn't the final coat here, because that would be something special. Okay, there's a tiny bit down here. There we go. Okay, that's good. Now I'll just do the back. And then it should be good to go. I shouldn't ask when. Oh my gosh, I know. I usually like to do it around the first of each month. So, what is next week's already? I think the end of the month. It goes to the 28th. So it'll be basically, you know, the weekend, like the first, you know, weekend of the month. I'm thinking on a Sunday. It usually does pretty good, the sales. So I'm gonna stick with Sunday, I think. I think that'll be best. Definitely not during the week. I always do like horrendous during the week. So it has to definitely be a weekend for sure. And then I haven't had a chance because it's been really busy lately, but I really want to start another Etsy shop again, because I haven't had one since I had the accessory business when I was in Italy. So that, you know, it's been years since I've had that shop. So when I open up, you know, a new one, start a new shop on there, and then I could just post things, you know, whenever, like just always have things on there available. And I just hate like picking prices. That's why I like to do the auctions, because I don't have to, you know, have a set price, which has been fabulous. Because sometimes I'll have to like I'll go on Etsy, and then I'll see what they have their stuff for, and then I try to go like lower than that for, you know, a particular piece. Just if people like say, you know, I make something on a live and somebody messages me and says that they want to, you know, buy it or something. So that I'm like, oh no, I either got to message some friends and bug them and see how much I should sell it for, or, you know, I'm asking Bernard, and or I'm going on Etsy and trying to like compare, because, you know, but then a lot of times they're kind of overpriced with their things. Like, for example, there was this one person on there, I couldn't even believe she's selling her junk journals for $450. Absolutely nuts. And I'm not even trying to be rude about it, but they're not anywhere near worth it. Like, she doesn't even put even half the work in that I put in mine. And I would never, ever sell mine for that price. That's insane. But she had nine orders already. So she sold 9 of them, between $350 and $450. I couldn't believe it. I have to finish my journal, but I just need to add lace to it. Awesome. I love adding the lace. I kind of usually do that kind of towards the beginning, just because it's fun. It's like one of my favorite parts to do. Let's see. I need some water. I wish I had some water right here. Because these brushes are going to be really... Let me just grab some... Oh, you know what? I can use my spray bottle water. Let's do that. Hi, sweet Giselle. How are you doing? How are you, friend? There, we're just gonna add some water up in there. There we go. Luckily, I filled that up yesterday, I think. All right, now time to dry, and then we'll get started on some green. I know, I couldn't even believe it. I'll have to send you the link. It was so, I couldn't even believe it. Like, I was sitting there shopping. I was buying something for Bernard. Oh, it was like this watch. We were at the jump house. Like, we took Aria and her friends to the trampoline park. So I was on there like buying them something, and you know, we were just sitting there watching them and shopping on Etsy. And I came across this person selling the books for that much. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe it. I mean, that was just a bit much, I would say. Even if it, like, I mean, I just couldn't even, like, charge somebody that much for some papers. Like, that's not even, it just wasn't worth it, the price. So, sometimes I feel like some things on Etsy can be a little overpriced for, you know, certain things. So that's why when I do compare prices on there for trying to come up with a price for my stuff, I always go lower. Oh, you are totally fine, friend. It's no worries at all about being late. I was late. So, it's totally fine. I was 12 minutes late getting on my own live. So, there's that. Getting that little crevice. I don't know if I should have did like inside of the wheels, as far like the back of them are still red, but I guess it should be fine. I missed a bunch of spots there. Goodness, I missed quite a bit in that spot. Let me see if I can. Now that I have a bunch of water on here, let me see if I can. Oh, that is really watery. Goodness. But there was a little bit of some that I missed there. Yeah, I mean, the junk journals were cute and all, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like, you know, that spectacular compared to like some of the ones, you know, people I follow on Instagram. Like, theirs are just absolutely amazing. And then, I mean, they don't charge nearly that price for theirs. So I think, I just actually couldn't believe that they actually sold. Like, it said that she had 9 sales. So add that up, you know, $350 and $450 each one, you know, times 9. That's, she made quite some money off of them already. But more power to her. If she can do it and people are buying it, then that's, I mean, that's pretty amazing, I would say. Goodness. Definitely pretty amazing. All right, let me grab, while this is kind of drying in just a bit, I'm going to grab my color that I need. Always underpriced. I know, I am. Everybody tells me that. But then I feel bad because I'm like, well, what if I raise it up and then nobody wants it? Because they, you know, like, they don't want to spend the extra money. So then I just feel like, I don't know what to do. It's kind of like a catch-22, I guess. Let me grab some paint, though. So I'm going to go for some green. And I'll grab a couple different ones just so I can have, like, maybe a little shading kind of going on. Let's see. What is this? Pistachio. We got some pretty pearl. Nice shimmery one. Vintage green. There's too many nice colors here. It's a hard decision. It's really a hard decision. I'm trying not to do like the, you know, like the Dutch aqua kind of, you know, I already did some like that. So I have olive in creamy acrylic. That should cover pretty good. And then I can kind of go over some with one of these others. Like this one's pistachio. That's super pretty. And then this one is vintage green. I like that one too. And then we got a darker one if I want to, this is pine green, if I want to do like maybe a little shadowing here and there. But I think the base, you know, for majority of it, I think olive would be a nice one. So let's make sure this is completely dry. And then I get to take a sip of coffee. I start at 40 for my journals, which is for a plan. 1 minute, I have asked 120. Free signatures, lots of lace, work on the price too. They swap too. Oh, you do swaps too? That's pretty cool. That's a good idea. Huh. How do you get in, like, into the swaps? Like, do you just mention it, like, on your post, or is there, like, a swap group that you go on? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think even 120 is good for if you put, like, a lot of work into stuff, a lot of lace and all that. I totally think in the hundreds is good, but 350 and 450 definitely is a bit much. I'll totally, like, if you message me, I'll send you the link to it just so you can, like, check them out. But I just couldn't even believe it. I was floored with the price. Like, I've never seen a junk journal that much anyway. I mean, so I just was like, I'm like, you know, I want to start selling some of my junk journals. Usually, like, the decorative books and some of the journals I've sold just, you know, at an auction, which I do have some more to go in an auction. But, like, if I'm going to do, like, a full-blown book where I'm putting, like, a lot of, you know, time and pages and lace and all the things, then, you know, I'm trying to, like, see how much I should charge for it. I have no clue. But I don't want to do, you know, too much now. You know, I want to be reasonable and not go too crazy. So I think, depending on what I do, like, you know, maybe around 100 or less. It depends on what I'm doing. Her items, and she wanted the journal. Oh, awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nifty. I like that. You do make some beautiful journals and all the ephemera stuff you do. All right, so I guess we're going to get started. We'll just start on this side. See how this covers, because, you know, it's looking a hot mess right now. I don't know if you guys can notice how horrible it's looking. So we got to fix that up. But some of this red showing is really kind of driving me a little crazy. So I feel like I need to just touch up that really quick. Just a couple of spots. Just because I do want it to, you know, cover well. Or at least not be, you know, showing the red. And I'll probably end up leaving some of the white on there underneath. Because once I put it, you know, in place where it needs to be, it's just going to just stay there. But I just want to make sure, like, from different angles, depending on where I'm putting it. Because usually a lot of times I'll put it on the floor, like underneath of a, say, like a chippy chair or, you know, something. Or like by a little, one of those little stool benches that I get from, like, the antique stores. I absolutely love those. In the thrift stores, you can find some really super cute ones I absolutely love. Actually, speaking of that, we're going tomorrow. My mom has a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and her dentist appointment's on Friday. So Friday, she wants to go to my aunt's house. My aunt wants us to stop by her house to check out all her decorations for spring. She's already finished. She's been really obsessed lately with thrifting. Back in the day, she didn't really pay any mind to it when I was thrifting for years. Like, she probably even was like, ugh, like, you're getting stuff from the thrift store. But then now she's been totally obsessed with it for like the past year, she's been going, like every single week she goes to like different thrift stores and tries to get, you know, she finds some amazing things too, I must say. She was the one that, she called me up after she went to this one, it was kind of like a Habitat for Humanity place. Hi, Cindy. Hey, sweet friend. How are you? Kind of like a Habitat for Humanity place. And after she left there, she had called and she's like, I found a old sewing machine table that has the drawers in it, the sewing machine, like it still has a machine in there, like all the things. And I, you know, she's like, I know you've been looking for one, so I just wanted to let you know that it's there. It's like $75, I think. I went there immediately. I turned my car around because I was in the car. I turned it around immediately and I went right straight there and got it. And then they had another sewing machine that was just the old sewing machine by itself. That, I think it was like $20 for that. So I got, you know, both of those. And then the table, it actually, in the drawers, there was tons of old, like super old, like threads and, I mean, so many things. Scissors, old, like just all kinds of stuff. Even like the old roller, like some of these old rollers and scissors were in there. Like super awesome stuff. I was so excited. Let's put that back up there. Oh, it's falling. There we go. Yeah, it was it was like a total like treasure to find all that stuff inside those drawers. I was really loving it. And then a lot of the things, button cards and all the things I like to use in my journals. So it was really great to find that stuff. And some things I just like to use for decoration. You know, put in a jar or, you know, something just sitting around the house. Like those old, like the rollers I have behind me. I just like to sit them around. Or the old rollers that open up, like they keep on twisting, like open. Like spinning open or whatever. Those ones are really nifty. I have those in like old mason jars sitting around and stuff like that. All right, so I'm good finally. I think I'm good with the truck painting. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, goodness, friends. I'm so sorry. I still have a little bit more right here. I'm just trying not to have the red showing. I'm really trying hard here. I think we're good. Yeah, so then tomorrow after my mom's appointment, after her doctor appointment, we're going to go to the thrift store. Because she's going to be going back to, with my dad to their beach house soon. Like she has a few more appointments to go for this month. And then she's going to be moving back home. But she's been here for 1.5 years now. So it's going to be, you know, a little weird. I'll definitely miss her and all the, you know, times we hang out and we're always doing stuff together and, you know, all that. So it's going to be weird to get used to. All right, now I think I'm finally good, friends. Goodness, that was quite a job. Let's just say. All right, that's good. Now I can put that up. A lot of times I put like some Vaseline or something around here because it will like stick. And it can be hard to open. I probably need to put some more on there because it's been a while since I've used it. But I did put Vaseline before. I saw another crafter talking about Facebook was going to start. They are doing that. They started today. Isn't that crazy? Like all the work put into it. And then you gotta basically save all your videos and upload it onto YouTube or upload it back onto Facebook as a video because I can't store all that stuff on my phone. Like it's way too much, especially when some of those lives I used to do were like, you know, 3 and 4 hours long. That would take up so much space. Though I did pay for like the maximum space on my iCloud because I used to have like 70-some thousand photos on my phone, and not even including like things that were, you know, in my files and stuff and downloads. But I have brought it down now. It's in the 20,000s, so it's not quite as bad. I did get rid of a lot, but it caused me to have to put like more, you know, I had to get more storage space. So I got the max was like 2T or something. I think it was like something like 2T. I feel like that sounds familiar. So I had to get that. So I could, you know, like put them on there, and then just once I, you know, I'll probably just end up deleting them once I save some, and then I'll put it back onto, you know, I'll put it on YouTube or wherever, and then I'll just delete it off my phone, because I really don't want to keep too much on there. That's why I've been printing like crazy, like thousands of photos. Well, printables, really. It's not even regular photos of the family. That'll come next. I'm just like trying to get, you know, a lot of these printables off, because the megabytes are just insane for some of them. I mean, some of them, I've never seen so much megabytes for one printable. It's really just ridiculous. Like, who would have known? I love when they're like less than a megabyte. That's my favorite. Then you don't have to worry about getting it printed off. Like, it's, you know, it's not like a big rush. But some of them I had, when I bought that whole shop, the person's Etsy shop, she had it every single printable of hers. I ended up getting, I think it was around like 25 or something. And some of those were insane. Like, I don't, like 50 some like megabytes, or I think even more than, some of them were like more than that. I just couldn't even believe it. I'm like, that is absolutely crazy for a design. So I had to print those right away. And then today what I did was, I went on, you know, in my email, and I saved, like, there was prints from Etsy that I bought back in 23 and 22. And I just now downloaded them today. Like, just now. Like, that's just crazy. Some of them I actually, like, it's horrible to even say. Like, it's embarrassing. But I actually have bought a couple of them again recently, because I forgot I had them. I wish that Etsy had, like, a thing where they would say, you know, hey, you already bought this. Like, don't buy it again. So silly. So I wasn't really too happy about that. But I was happy that there's this one that I really wanted to buy. So I was going to wait until they went on sale, because some of them, you know, could be like $5 a printable kit or more. And I'm like, I'm going to wait till it goes on sale. So, because that could really add up if you start, you know, getting it for like a lot. Especially how much prints I get, like thousands. It's ridiculous. So I seen this one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was gonna get ready to buy that one. Like, I already have it. I bought it in 23, and I downloaded it, so I'm gonna be printing that tonight. Let's see. I'm going to learn to sew on a machine one day. That would be pretty fun. You could totally watch some videos and all. I haven't used my sewing machines in forever. Ari even got one from my parents for, well, my dad had went shopping during Christmas time and got her one. So I want to show her how to use it. So I think it'll be really fun. Because you can do a lot with your, not only like make things, like I used to make a lot of things with it, but I totally forgot how to even use my sewing machine, because it's been like years. But there's a lot that you can do even with your junk journals. I don't know if you're really too much into the journals. Do you like journaling, Carla? I totally forgot if you're into it or not. This is a pretty green, let me just say. It's very smooth. Very, very smooth. I have to do a couple coats, but I think the coverage, it's already like going to be pretty good with the coverage. I'm loving that. And this is Olive, and it's a creamy acrylic. But I can tell that this is going to eat up some paint, though. It's the only thing that I don't like about it. So I'm going to have to use, because these containers aren't really that big, and they're, you know, a little pricey. So I don't like to do, like, you know, the bigger projects with the more expensive paints. But I can always kind of mix in different colors and then just kind of do, like, you love making journals? That's what I thought. I thought that you did. Well, that's good, because I don't want you to, you know, when I'm journaling on a live, get, you know, bored and stuff. Let's see. Let's do a sip of coffee. I'm gonna need a little sip. Hi, Susan. Hey, sweet friend. How are you? You will go crazy at Brimfield Flea Market. It's like thrifting on steroids. I love it. That's going to be so fun, especially when I get to meet you and hang out and shop with you. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be pretty amazing. I feel like I need to grab a cheaper paint. Let's see. We're going to get, or just like even like a bigger paint here. This one, what is this? Multi-surface satin. This one's Folk Art. Originally 11 from Hobby Lobby, and I got it for $2.14. So that could work. It's like a satin acrylic. Maybe we'll see how it looks with it, because I really love that olive color. But maybe I could just kind of do some of this first and then add it. I haven't even used this one yet. Let's see what else we have over here. You know, I have lots of greens. I love green. Green and blues are my thing. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one was a nice one. This is Moss. Waverly Chalk Paint and Moss. Now, I haven't used this one in a long time, so I wonder what kind of condition it is in. We're going to see. Hopefully it's usable still. Whew. It looks okay. I used to love using this all the time. I do love some moss there. Let's try some of that, because I feel like this one is classic green, but I feel like it's going to be like just too like green. Like I want something kind of different, if that makes sense, like a different kind of green. So let's see. Let's see. All right, we're just going to kind of mix it. But this green I used to use all the time. I love it a lot. And then I can just mix in the other shade. Like I want to do some shading, like some different kind of greens around before I do the rust. So we're just going to do some of this for now. Oh, there's this other project I want to do really bad too with you guys. I think it's going to be so cute. I got the idea from Hobby Lobby when I was there recently. I took a picture of it. I'm not going to say what it is because it's going to be a surprise. But I thought of something to do that's similar to it, but not, you know, exactly. But I think it's going to be super fun. So I can't wait to do that. I think I'm going to do it. Tomorrow is Thursday. I have to check and see if I'm in an event tomorrow. I'm not too sure if I am. So I'll check. But if not, I can just go live like on Facebook. And then tonight, I guess I'm going to have to make some time to move some of those videos around. Fun. I love just spending time doing stuff that should be, you know, it's just totally unnecessary time spent when I have other things to do. But I have so many lives. When I kind of first like started my page on Facebook, I did this challenge. You were supposed to go live one day, every day for a month. I ended up doing it for a full year. Like I took the challenge, like that was a challenge on steroids there. So there is a lot that I probably will not save and, you know, re-download, because it's going to take forever. And who knows if they have a button where it just like takes out everything at once, or do they have to manually go through and take videos down? You know, I'm sure they have tons of people working on it, I guess. I guess they're working on saving their space or something. Like, I don't get the whole thing. I really don't. But I think it's just all baloney. I mean, goodness, nothing like having to waste some time doing all that. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun. So I'll have to kind of go through and see what I want to save, what's worth it to save. Isn't the moss really pretty? I love it. It's a really pretty one. Oh, it needs to be stirred a little bit down there. This one's really old, but it's quite a color there. Look at that big old glob. We're gonna use that up here. That is a lot. I'm just gonna sit it up here like it's my palette. Ooh, I got some up there. That way I can try to do it kind of quickish to get this covered, because it's, even though it's not a big surface here, it seems to be a little time consuming. This is going much faster than the red, covering up that red though. It's going much better. And then I'll go in and kind of add some of that the other green a little bit here and there, but I absolutely love this. I totally forgot about using the moss color. This one is so pretty. And then I could even use some of the Pentart Moss Effect paste, would be fun. Do some of that, like some moss around, like little splotches of like moss, and then do some rust. It might turn out to be one of my favorite trucks in my house. And there's quite a bit of them. At least it's covering pretty good. That's what I'm happy about. Let's get back here first. I probably should have saved the back for after, because I got to use the front and the back pretty much to hold it. And get up in that little crevice. There. Let's see. You're coming to Massachusetts. I'm not far away from the, oh, it's the one in, where is it? Yes, it is in Massachusetts. So you live by there? Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. Wow. That would be so fun to be able to meet up. I would love that. Yeah, because I looked it up and I can't remember. I think it might have been around 6 hours drive for me. So Jessica has like family that is right by there. So she's been there before to that market. And so she had texted me not long ago about it, saying that we should meet up during the springtime to go there. So I'm all about that. I think it would be really fun. And I'm totally down for a road trip. Though it'll say 6 hours, I could probably do it in like maybe 5. So it won't be too bad, because I used to go to, when we lived in Virginia Beach, I would come up here to visit family and friends all the time. And it was quite a drive. All right, let me do this hood first, or, you know, the roof. Let's do that before that dries up all clumpy. And then smooth it on out. I'll have to get a smaller brush just to get up in the wheel wells. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about trying not to get paint on the wheels. That is definitely not happening. Only way is if I would have used some painter's tape, because it would have taken too long to kind of go around it really like slow. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about doing this. I've been wanting to paint this literally since I bought it at that market, or not the market, but maybe it was a market. Canton flea market, I guess it was. Trade days. The place was absolutely huge. So it's going to be really exciting. And that was like the only one I've ever been to that was that big. Like I've been to Pennsylvania. They've had some different kind of like, Amish market kind of things. They had, what was that one big one? It was a pretty big one. I can't remember the name. It was a famous one too. I can't remember now. But that I used to go to like with my parents and stuff like forever ago. But it's been quite some time. But Canton was definitely the biggest one that I've been to by far. So I'm pretty excited about Brimfield. Even if it's even like half the size, I'm totally fine with that. Because I couldn't even go through all of Canton anyway. Like I would have had to do a few days. And the group I was with, they only wanted to go just, the one day. So we only had one day of shopping through like trying to go through miles and miles of acres and acres. Like, I don't even know, probably thousands of acres. I mean, it was just insane. So there's no way I was going to even go to half of those places in there. All right, let's get this. It's coming along. Coming along. Once this dries in here, because of it being like a creamy kind of paint, I have to let that dry before I go in and kind of do some of the moss. If not, it's going to be like all clumpy and weird. Canton, Texas Trade Days is the largest flea market in the U.S. That's what I was thinking. I see that. I can see that it is. It is absolutely huge. And you need a few days. That's why when we were doing that, the trip for it, like most of the ladies that were on the trip, not particularly in, the house that we stayed in, but the rest of them, I think they did 3 days there. But we did, a couple of the days we went to like other like antique stores and stuff that, weren't a part of that. It was more like, closer to the lake house that we were staying in. So, but I ended up find some really great stuff in those too. So that was pretty cool. And then we were supposed to do the silos, and then we ended up losing power that one morning, and then they didn't feel like going to that either. But Chip and Joanna never showed up anyhow, so that was okay. All right. But I got to meet some amazing people there, especially my sweet Dee Dee. I got to meet like all kinds of different creators and my follower friends who, like Dee Dee is one of my very good friends. And, just started out just following me on my page, and then we just, became close. And it's very sweet to be able to, to like get to know, your followers like that and become, good friends. Like Jessica and Kim, and like there's so many that are just super amazing. You know, to just meet on my page, and then we, you know, it's amazing. Double bonus when we actually get to meet in person. Absolutely love that. I want to go to like more craft retreats, which actually Corey from Creative Roots Arts, I think she might be hosting. Isn't the green so pretty? She might be hosting one. I think she's the one that's hosting it in, I think it's either going to be in Pennsylvania or in New York or something, in October. So I really need to remember to sign up for that, because I did tell her I definitely want to do it. But I think Deb from Crafting with the Sassy Chicks is going to be there. You know, just a bunch of different people. So I think that's going to be pretty amazing. And then I'm just going to drive to that as well. Because, like New York, even if it's in New York, like it's only, that's actually a 4-hour drive. So it's not bad. Depending on, you know, where. Rosie is another one that her and I became super close from, you know, her following my page. And then we started hanging out. She lives in Delaware. So when I would go to my parents' beach house, I would go and, like, we would meet up and, you know, hang out and go shopping. And then she started coming here and, like, spending the night and stuff. And then I would go to her house and, you know, stay there. It's been months and months since we got to see each other, though, so I'm really sad about that. But one day we took a road trip from her house, from Delaware, and we went to New Jersey. And met up with Marilyn and John from Done By Me. So then we got to meet them in person, which, you know, I'm really close with Marilyn as well. So I love it. Like, being able to just, you know, get to know everybody, like, more, hang out, text. You know, it's pretty awesome. That's my favorite part of all this, definitely, is the community. So that's why it's like some people are wanting to strictly move over to YouTube because of all the changes on Facebook. But then the community, like, not all the community, you know, of friends would be following me to YouTube, which would be really sad. So I wouldn't want to totally give up on Facebook because of it. But if it wasn't for them, I totally would, because the changes are just really insane. And you do more work and they pay you less. Like, I'm literally getting paid less than I ever have before. And I've been doing more lives. And it's because now they want to pretty much turn it into a kind of like a TikTok, is what I'm getting from it. They want basically the shorts and the you know, pre-recorded videos and reels. That's pretty much what they want. And I like lives because I like to hang out with my friends and chat. You love the green too. So pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I'm loving the green too. Now, I'm going to keep pulling my paint off if I keep going over and trying to do another coat here. So I'm going to have to dry it. Definitely going to have to dry that, because I'm going to end up messing it up. All right, so let's do that really quick here. And, man, it's already been an hour and a half. Goodness. Well, actually, an hour and 15 minutes, because I got on a little late. It was a pleasure to meet you. We have become close friends. I know, I love it. I do love it. It's pretty amazing. And that you drove all the way to Canton to meet up with me and meet me and stuff. That was just amazing. Absolutely love it. Love the lives too, because, yeah, exactly. You get to sit and chat with people. Pre-recorded videos are just kind of annoying to me, because I feel like you're talking to yourself. Though I'm supposed to do it more, like, especially with YouTube, I'm supposed to, you know, really get more videos out. So I've been wanting to do that. So that's why Leah's YouTube collabs have been pretty good for me lately, because she does that once a month and it pushes me to do the pre-recorded videos. But I wanted to start doing it more often again, like I used to. Like over a year ago, before I was like getting sick and all that a lot, I was doing a lot of YouTube collabs, and it was great because it pushed me to do the videos. But I just much prefer lives. Like, lives are just way more like personable. You get to chat, hang out. It feels like you're just sitting and chatting with your friends and not talking to yourself. I don't really want to sit and talk to myself. Though, like when I asked Bernard recently, I was like, hey, do you want to go live with me? He's like, it's going to be just kind of weird because I feel like we're just going to be talking to ourselves. Or like I'm going to be talking, you know, to myself on it. And I was like, it's just, that's how it pretty much is for pre-recorded videos. But for lives, like you see the comments coming across, you see the, you know, people's pictures there. So, you know, it's definitely more interaction than a pre-recorded video. But I know that that's pretty much what the platforms want, though. Like they want that, they want the videos instead of the lives. But that's kind of a bummer because I'm much more comfortable doing lives than videos any day. And that's what I started doing. Like when I very first went live, I did lives before, you know, the videos. I feel like that's how, like, you know, get to know people and interact. Like, it's just much, I don't know, it's just better to me, I think, personally. I mean, some people might want just a short video. They want to get straight to the point of the crafts. But then again, they can watch the lives, or, you know, when the live ends, they could just watch that and fast forward to the end. So they still can do that with the lives. You know, they don't have to watch the whole thing. There's plenty of times when I go, like, I can't sit and watch a whole live, but I'll watch, you know, kind of skim through and watch, you know, beginning, middle, ends. And, you know, still get to comment and see the project and stuff when I'm watching the, you know, the replay. And some of my old lives, you know, people can't sit and watch 3 hours of a live sometimes. Like I used to go on for like forever. So it's totally fine, you know, if you want to watch 20 minutes of it or whatever, like, you know, at least the replays are, you know, helpful, even if it's only a few minutes. All right, we got to do the silver on the front. And, ooh, we got to get over here. Definitely a spot up in there I forgot. I think I'm going to have to get a smaller brush to get some of this. Definitely will. And then, let's see, where am I holding this at? I guess here. I need to get across the front here real quick. I'm loving the green though. I think it looks pretty awesome. It is very pretty. You guys know I love blues and greens. They're my absolute faves. I have a lot of different colors and paints, but I would say the blues and greens I have the most of for sure. Like, you can't have enough of them. Gotta have all the different shades, all the colors. When I go to the thrift store tomorrow, I'll have to do a haul after. So I'll go, depending on if I have an event tomorrow on Facebook. If I have an event, then I won't be able to show this stuff unless I come back on. But if not, I can go live and show you guys some stuff, because I really want to put that stuff away that I got from Dollar Tree the other day. I still have it in the bags because I wanted to show it on a live. Not that it, you know, it's like thrilling stuff, but I mean, at least, you know, I said that I was going to do it, so I at least want to, you know, stick to my word. All right. We're going to do a little bit over here. I think I can probably get inside of the truck bed now. And then there is just inside of the cab there, I'll have to do just the top part, but all underneath I'm not going to worry about. But I do need to get a smaller brush to just do a bit inside. So let's see, maybe this one seems good. I like watching lives. Me too. I used to, before I had a page, I had more time. And like Aria, of course, she was like really young and stuff. But she, like, you know, I would be able to watch more lives and stuff. And I would just be obsessed sitting there watching like all day. It was ridiculous. Like, I had nothing else going on. I'm just going to sit there and watch all the time. But now I wish I can watch some, you know, even more. But if I'm doing like certain things, you know, like let's say certain thing, like in my studio, you know, I'll have the replays on, and I'll sit there and listen to them as I'm doing things. Or like in the car, if I'm driving, sometimes I'll have some lives in there, but then I can't really, you know, comment, of course. Gotta be safe. All right, so before I finish that side of the truck, I'm just gonna do all up in here. That way I can, you know, be easier to hold on to the truck here. If I want to watch pre-recorded stuff, would watch TV, exactly, right? That is true. I sure do love how TV has changed these days from how it used to be all the commercials every 5 minutes. I love that it's like no ads. It's really changed from back in the day, I must say. I mean, sometimes you get ads, like on some of the, you know, some of the things I watch. You'll get like, I think it's Hulu and stuff. You know, you get a few ads, but it's so short. So it's not really even a big deal at all. But like kids these days, they have no clue. Like Bella, we'll be listening to songs in the car. And, you know, on YouTube. And it'll be like a 30-second ad will come up. And she's like, 30 seconds, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh goodness, 30 seconds, wow. That is really rough. Like, it's not even anything, goodness. But it's just funny how they're just so not used to it now. I much prefer lives. Exactly. The editing, well, I don't like editing either, honestly. I really don't. I prefer not to. So I had Hannah help me with my last video I did. Well, lesson learned, like she helped me before. Like she's totally helped me before doing them, and she did great. This last one, I guess since it was a while since I had done some, so, you know, she was a little rusty on the editing, I guess. She had one clip in there twice and another clip in there 3 times. So I look like it was 11-minute video. I look like I was doing the same thing the whole time. It was just ridiculous. So I was like, next time, can you please watch it after you edit it? That way you can see if you need to edit anymore. Would be great. Like, I would love that. I mean, unbelievable. I just couldn't even believe it. But by that time, when I had to get it in, like by noon, and I was already up all night. Like, I had 2 lives that day. Then I had to do the pre-recorded video. Then I had to have everything edited, like the whole thing. So it took forever. Like, I was absolutely so exhausted. I really wanted to get some sleep. So at that point, by the time she got it to me, because she was at her boyfriend's at the time, so I had to send her over the video, and then she had to do all the stuff, and then she had to get it back to me. So I watched it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, She still has to edit. She's like, do you want me to edit? I'm like, no, I am too tired. Like, I can't even wait. I have to just get this, you know, posted in the playlist. The due date and time is fastly approaching, and I need sleep. I need some kind of sleep so I can function through the day. I prefer my 8 hours, really. I like my 8 hours of sleep. You love watching my hauls? Oh, yay. I'm so glad. I am really looking forward to getting that stuff from Paris in the mail. I keep checking the mailbox like every day. So I really want to get that stuff in and show you guys and even look at it myself. Like, I'm so excited about it. I mean, it better be pretty amazing for the price, I will say. I definitely will say. I got to hear it from Bella. She'll be like, so when we go to Broadway, she wants to do 2 shows instead of just 1. Because I was like, we can do, you know, 1 and then we'll go back to New York and, you know, do another one, you know, a few months or whatever. And then she's like, well, it should only just be like for us 2, it should just be like 400. And I'm like, 400? I mean, you know, it's not like that's just like chump change, goodness. And then she's like, well, you spend more than that just on papers alone. And I'm like, well, thank you for letting me know how much I spent. Do I have to I'm going to hear about these French papers for the rest of my life. But I was like, it's not even just French papers. Like, it's not even just papers. It's books. It's, you know, glasses. It's stamps. It's all kinds of stuff. It's tons and tons of stuff. And I'm super excited to get them. I cannot wait to get the packages. The one lady is sending 4 different packages because she said it was cheaper that way versus 1 because of the heavy books. So, though it was still over €100 for shipping, but it would have been even more. And then the other one, it should be 1 package, and that one was 80 something for euro for shipping. But when I see all the things at once, it's going to be great because, you know, like you order all the things and you know, you're on a roll with ordering and then you forget all what you got. So it's going to be like a nice surprise. Because you just got to really jump on there really quick in those pop-up sales. It's a bit different than auctions for sure. And you have to be very quick on it. And you don't have time to like outbid somebody and comment. Like, they get it, they get it. Like, whoever says me first, that's who's getting it. There's no outbidding or saying, hey, you know, can I have that instead? So before you even look at the price, you got to hurry up and jump on it. So that's how it can get really crazy. I mean, it was okay when I was doing it at first because I wasn't like trying to get every single item. But then it just became like just crazy. I'm like, everything that popped up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this and that. And before you even halfway look at the thing, you know, you got to comment on it. So they've still been doing the sales all the time, but I've been really good. And I haven't been back on there, you know, since those 2 large invoices. Because I just couldn't even believe. I still am kind of in shock about spending $1,100. Might have even been a little over $1,100. Let's just say $1,200 in a matter of like 2 days apart is just ridiculous. So it better be some good stuff. It'll last forever. I was like, man, I could have bought a ticket to Paris and went shopping at the flea markets there. That would have been amazing. I can't wait to go back there. I absolutely love it. It's super amazing. The last time I went there, I went with friends. So it was 3 of us that went, and it was, we went to the Louvre and this famous cemetery that had, who was it? Jim Morrison, like different people there. And it was an absolute, I know it's weird, but it was a very beautiful cemetery, especially during the fall time. It was just gorgeous. So I have the pictures. Oh, that's right. My Facebook personal account got hacked. So there goes all that. I totally forgot about that. Because I had all those photos on there. I would say, you know, hey, for Facebook friends, go in and check my pictures out of all the different countries I went to. But now, can't do that. All right, it's coming along, friends. Coming along. All right, just have to get on the inside of there. A little bit more here. Yeah, I'm liking this, the moss color. The other one was really pretty. It was a pretty green, so I do want to kind of mix in a little bit here and there of it. But I'm glad that I ended up switching up and going with this one. Hopefully I don't already have a moss truck. I have no clue. What is 8 hours of sleep? That's what I like to get. It's pretty nice when I can. If I get like 6 or less, I'm really just dragging big time. I don't really like that at all. And even when I go to bed late and I'll wake up to get like the girls ready for school and stuff, then I go back to sleep because I need my sleep. I need like 7-8 hours for sure. All right, so I got to get inside of here because you can see it through the grill. But that covered really well. So just one coat in here is all I have to do. Hopefully excuse me. Hopefully I'm not messing it up as it's laying on its side here. There's still some red in the front of that grate, but I think it's fine. But it's coming along. I want to get to the fun stuff. The Moss Effect paste and the faux rust. That's what I want to do. I do like painting. Like it is like relaxing. But I feel like nobody wants to sit there on, you know, watch me live painting for, 2 hours. It's like, goodness. Taken quite some time. All right, so I think over here is pretty good. And if anything's like where it was dripping and clumpy, I'm just putting faux rust on it, so it's totally fine, you know, with that. And then I have some drips, a big old drip over here. And then I do have to do a little bit more over on that side. But what I want to do, I should have left that be, that's for sure. What I want to do is definitely get in here. Get in the bed of the truck here a little bit. And then I got to get the second coat on the roof. Have to go. Have a good night. You have a good night, my sweet friend. Thank you for hopping on and hanging out. And hopefully your husband heals very well. I'll pray for his healing from his surgery. And I will see you on your live soon. All right. Let's get this covered here. It's definitely taken longer to do this than I thought. Like, wow. Who would have thought a little truck would take so long just to paint? Goodness. I mean, I feel like it's like an actual big old truck. I can't imagine how long it's going to take me to paint my one bathroom. Jeez. I wanted to try to do that this weekend because I ordered a new mirror and stuff to put in there. Because I don't like the mirrors that, like when we had the house built, I don't really like the mirrors too much, like what they picked. And the light fixtures, I don't really like those either. So, I was ordering like all new things for the bathroom on the main floor. And the one mirror was so pretty, and I got that on sale from Amazon. It might still be on sale, I'm not too sure, but I got it for like 40 bucks. I was so excited. And then the different fixtures and handles and all the things are, you know, all from Amazon. So I definitely am excited to kind of get all that stuff, you know, changed up. But I have to paint first, unfortunately. So, I mean, it's a small bathroom, so it shouldn't take long. But then again, it's taken me hours just to do one little teeny truck. So we're going to see how it goes with that. Luckily, I don't have to paint the ceiling. Goodness. But eventually, I would like to paint like everywhere on the main floor in my house, because I feel like they use like the cheapest paint ever. Like, I mean, as much as you pay on a house, you know, to have it built and stuff, like they should at least use some decent paint, I feel like. So I'm really not happy about that from the get-go. And then I feel like they were in such a hurry when we were moving in, because we had to do like an extension, and we paid for the first extension, but they had to pay for the other extensions. So they wanted to just get it done too and get us in here, which we were very excited about. So going through the walkthrough, we were like, oh yeah, everything looks great. And then you look after and you're like, wow, they only used like one coat of paint, and certainly wasn't the best paint job in history, because I mean, I feel like the paint is just like a cheap kind where you can't really wipe the walls down good. You know, I have like animals and kids, and you know, we're always have Aria's friends over, and you know, like we have a, you know, big family, like when Bernard's family comes, you know, lots of kids and stuff. So, you know, I have to wipe down the walls a lot. Well, you go to do that, and then the paint's coming off, and then it is showing the daggone wall. Like it's crazy. So I really want to get all that painted, especially the island table or the island counter. That just drives me crazy the most. I really want to get that painted again. So I'm going to do all that before like the humidity sets in, because you know, you're not really supposed to paint. Oh, my finger's getting stuck. You're not really supposed to paint with all, like when it's real humid and stuff or raining. So I'm going to do that. Okay. All right. Well, I'll try again, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Because right now it's almost 11, so. All right. Good night. Love you. All right. Finally almost done this part. I was gonna, thinking about putting some rub-on transfers on, but I don't know if I want to. I think I'm just gonna do the moss and rust is what I'm thinking. But I love the chalk paint. So I think that's what I'm gonna do in the, you know, in my house. I think I'm gonna do some chalk paint or something, or at least something that's gonna be able to, you know, like I can wipe it down good, would be nice. I mean, I had to get some slime off the wall the other day. Aria and her friends were playing hide and seek, and somebody had some slime in their hand and it was all stuck on the wall. So I go to wipe that off and all the paint came off in that spot. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So now I have to touch up that. And then another place where I hung a painting, I changed the painting to this new mirror I had got from Home Goods recently. And then there's a spot of the paint that came off from that. And I'm like, oh goodness, another spot that I have to paint. So I might as well just paint the whole place. At least the main floor anyway, you know, at first. Like, the other floors can wait. And I'm not even worried about, like, you know, my studio here. Because I have a lot of things up on the walls as it is. So I'm not even worried about that. But the main floor first, and then I'll work on the top floor. Have a great night, evening. Good night, Dee Dee. Have a great night, my sweet friend. Hope you have an amazing, blessed evening. Got to hang out pretty late. Dee Dee had changed up her sleep schedule, so I get excited when she's able to hop on because she goes to bed kind of early these days. She's got to get her night owl schedule back. Especially hanging out with me. Goodness. I can do some late lives, but not like I used to, though. Like that one time when I stayed on until like 4 in the morning. I don't even know what I was making that day, but I was on for like forever. It had to have been a 6-hour live. That one I will not be saving and downloading again, that's for sure. Those long lives are gonna have to be in the past because I can't save all those. And Facebook will be deleting them. All right, so now I ended up doing all underneath anyway. When I said that I really wasn't too concerned about that, but I figured I might as well since I'm, you know, I've been sitting here going to town with it anyway. So now I just have to get a little bit in here. A couple spots that I missed under the roof. And then I'm gonna dry it. Because I think for the most part, I pretty much got everything kind of covered, hopefully. I mean, a little spots in the wheel wells I have to get. And then I'm pretty good with it. And then what I think I'm gonna do is do the, I'm gonna do the faux, no, I'm gonna do the moss effect paste. I'm gonna do first. And then I can do the rust on top and like, you know, kind of around it. Especially like on the front, I do want to do some on the grill for sure. And just, you know, just a couple spots here and there. Or a bunch of spots, who knows. You know, once I get started on doing that faux rust, I really enjoy the the process of it. So I go to town with it for sure. Okay, we got that done. I think everything's pretty good. I think I did my second coat up there. It's looking good. And then I probably might have got some drips somewhere around here. So let me take a look at that when I had it flipped over. Oh, we missed a spot there. I got this one yellow truck from Hobby Lobby before. It's so cute. It has rust on it and it has like a bee, it says bee farm on the doors. It's really cute. But some of them are in my garage. I'm gonna have to get those out. I do have a couple of black ones out, I know for sure. The one came from Dollar General, and then one came from Hobby Lobby. It's a really cute one. It looks like a one of those, what is it called? I think they're called like Vescas or something. When you're like in Italy, like they used to drive them all the time. It had like 3 wheels, and it had like a truck bed kind of thing. Hey Shauna, how are you doing, sweet friend? I hope you're doing good. All right, we missed a spot here. I'm still on, still live. It was definitely a really clumpy spot in there. So I'm just kind of smoothing that out a bit. And I've done peel the paint right there. Somehow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do like the rust like around the windows, and definitely back here in some spaces. I think, oh, that's pretty good. I don't want to keep touching it and then pulling the paint off and then having to keep on clumping it up by going back over it. So let's just dry for a bit. Especially in that bed there is really pretty wet in that one spot. A little clumpy too, actually. Oh, I should have left it alone. Oh no, I made it horrible looking. No. Goodness, now I gotta fix this again because I couldn't leave it alone. I could not. I think it was just it was part of the truck, and I thought it was paint globs, and it wasn't. So I went and did all that for nothing. All right, I think those are pretty good now. How did their the wound care and everything go, Shauna? I was telling everyone earlier that you weren't able to make it on today because you had your wound care and stuff that was running late. So we were missing you. There we go. Now it's good. Finally. Whew, that took forever. Just to do slick stick and the 2 coats of paint, it took quite a long time. So thank you for bearing with me, friends. I do appreciate it. All right, and then I have to grab some of the silver. I think I'll probably get the metallic, like a metal kind of thing. It says metal, brushed metal, I think it's called. So I'll get some of that. I definitely need to get inside here dry. And then I'm just going to put like some flowers in here. After everything's pretty dry. All right, so I'll let that dry for a moment. And then I want to grab some of the, I want to grab the silver. Trying to take a big gulp so I can hurry here. Yeah, I think it's called brushed metal. Let's get that. Wow, it's all the way at the top too. brushed metal. What is that? Sterling silver. Then we got lead gray. What is this one? Sequin silver. Oh, it's a glitter one. That would be cool. Stone Effect paste. Definitely need that. Could do some antiquing gel. Possibly. I have these Pensart brown antiquing gel. And there's white as well. So we could possibly use some of those when it's, you know, really dry. And then I have the Moss Effect paste in the both of the different shades. So this is the one where it gives you that really amazing texture. And then Folk Art Brush Metal, and this is Brushed Silver. And it probably should be good, but I haven't used this one in a long time either. It's definitely been a minute. And then this one's Pensart Creamy Acrylic. This is a matte paint. And this is lead gray. So we're gonna try some of those. And I think for the most part I think I can close up the green now. I think it's seems pretty good. Maybe I should make sure underneath the wheels are good. That probably would be great. There is definitely a couple spots that I missed under there, so I'm glad I looked at that and remembered. All right, so let's get that really quick here. Ooh. So how's everybody's weather? I'm sure you guys are probably like me, where you're kind of just over winter now. I mean, unless you live somewhere, you know, like Jess, she's really super lucky that she lives in Florida and has really nice weather. So I'm kind of jelly about that. Actually, speaking of Florida, we just bought the Disney World tickets recently. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be really fun. I've been three or four times in my life to Disney World, and I love it just the same every time I go. Like, it's, even as an adult, and probably even more as an adult, I love it. I mean, I think we had more fun than the kids the last time we went. Bernard and I were like big old kids there, having a blast. So, we were gonna go next month, actually. But then we changed up because we're still on standby on when Nathan's leaving for boot camp. They will give us a month notice for it, and then he's going to go to Texas for that. So they'll give a month notice, but still, they're still waiting for his job to open up for the Space Force. So I don't know how all that kind of works, but it's windy there, but no snow. Yeah, we were supposed to get some snow today, but we had a couple flurries and that was it. Like, it was done in 5 minutes. So, all that for nothing. I mean, Bernard even took my SUV and everything because he thought, you know, he would need the 4-wheel drive for the snow, and we didn't end up getting any at all. All right, so we got all up in the wheels, the wheel wells. All of those seem pretty good. Oh, here's some here. But this was the last spot that I needed to do with the green, was just in the wheel wells, and that was it, because it was taking way longer than expected here. I can't really reach some of it, but I don't think it's going to be, you know, it shouldn't be noticeable, hopefully. All right, finally. I think it's finally good. Oh, I did paint the top there. I forgot I even painted that. Okay, now we're good to go. Goodness, I'm taking layers off with my hands. At this point, I should have did chippy. That's what I should have did. That'll be the next truck. The next truck I'm doing is going to be chippy. I mean, pulling layers off, and I even had the Dixie Belle, the slick stick on there, and it went down to the red. Like, unbelievable. Okay. I'm finally closing the green. Whew. It's going to break a sweat doing this. Let's put that there. And now, finished drying. Let's put, I'm not going to put those in quite yet. I'll hold off on that because I might need to touch up something if I go and pull the paint off again. Different nurse today. He was not your favorite. Aw. Hopefully he won't be coming back then. Have to deal with him again then. Was he just moving like super slow? Like doing everything? Oh, goodness. Trying to pull a clump off. I wish that it wasn't like so, like I was pulling the paint right here because I went over it again and then it kind of like got clumpy. But it'll kind of look like if you give a lot of heat to it when it's clumpy, it'll kind of look a little bit like crackle. So that's pretty much what I'm kind of doing in that spot. I'm just going to give some high heat to kind of crackle it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to do, let's see. I don't know if I want to use the antiquing gel. I think what I want to use is a little bit of the wax. Let me see. Where did I put that? Right here. I do have white in this wax as well. And this is the Jolie Home. What the heck? I just noticed on here. Why does it say under the warning, it says cancer? Like, what is going on here? I've never noticed that before. Store well, ventilated, keep container tightly closed. That is very strange. Let me just say. I've never realized that before. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. But it does, I will say it does antique very well. It is a really good wax. Like, I've used it for years. But I don't, you know, use it like tons of times, you know, like nonstop. Like I just use it here and there. But that's the first time I've ever noticed that on there. It's really weird. All right, so I still do have to do the silver, but I just wanted to kind of add a little bit of distressing here. Just a bit, especially like on the edges. It looks really good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's really, if it does cause that, I don't know if I want to be continuing to use it. Seems like a bit much. Totally not worth it if it causes cancer. That's for sure. Oh, I put a little too much back there. But it blends in really nicely. Yeah, I'll have to go back to the other, what was I using before? I know I use Wise Owl Furniture Salve. It was, I still have a teeny bit left, I think, in one of the containers. Let's see what that one was. Oh, it was the Kills Sealing Dark Wax. And I think they actually stopped selling that on Amazon for some reason, because I was using that one a lot, and then I had to switch over to this one because they ended up something. I guess they just, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a recall on it or something. Who knows? I think you can get it from like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff though. But I was getting it. I mean, they could sell it again. I don't know, because it's been probably like 2 years or something since I had bought this, because it lasts for like, you know, forever. I don't really use it like that to go through it. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's get a little bit back here. Especially like on the edges, it looks really good, and like the raised areas, like if it was, you know, clumpy. And then it picks up on there really well. I mean, probably all the waxes really aren't the best for you. I would, you know, I would think. There's probably not too many, like, you know, natural waxes out there. Okay, we got that done. Wait, did I get back here? I need to get right back here a little. And of course, that spot that I just touched up came back off again. So let's get that back on there. There we go. Okay. Now, I was going to do some of the different greens, but I'm just not going to worry about that right now. Like, it's good enough. And then you can always kind of rub this off, or like use a cloth and kind of buff it. But I usually just kind of put it on, and that's, you know, and that's it. All right, let's put that there. And let me move these because I don't need to use these right now. Let's put these here. And the wax back. I have the white in that one too, but I don't really use that too often. Okay. Let's do some of this brushed metal real quick and see how that looks. It looks nice and like a nice shimmer kind of thing. Which brush to use? Let's use this one. Okay. Yeah, this should be pretty. Maybe not that much. I probably should have maybe used a smaller brush because I just needed to get like a little bit on these grates here. Oh, good. I can just kind of wipe it off and then it's good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. And then I'm just gonna do some on the inside just to have it, like, just in case it, you know, shows through. And then we'll get that unclumped. But I think it looks pretty. It's a nice silver color. All right, and then we need to get in here. I'm just gonna get like all of the area there. After I get these clumps, of course. All right. Now, there was a little of that brushed metal kind of around since I didn't use the small little brush, but I just wiped it in with my finger and it's, you know, it's not bad. I mean, I can always go back over and kind of cover it, but I'm going to be adding like the faux rust and stuff on here anyhow, so I think it should be fine. And then I don't know how many coats I'll have to do of this on the front here. Guess we're gonna see. I might end up doing rust on the whole thing in the front here. Or at least a good amount anyway. Okay, that's good. Moving right along. Just put like a big old clump in there. I forgot to put the primer in the lights. Not really too sure how I forgot that, but I sure enough did forget it. Okay, got that. That is done. Yeah, it's kind of like a thin kind of paint. So to go over that green for some of the spots, I feel like I would have to do like a couple of coats for it. But I think for the most part, it's covering pretty well for like the first coat anyway. All right, I wanted to make sure that there was like no clumps up on the grate thing. And then I'm gonna have to paint the wheels again and then do the silver on the inside. Or, you know, the middle. So let me see. Let me get some of this off my brush here, because it's quite a bit. That's pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I need to grab some black here. I thought I had some sitting here, but I guess I moved it. And then to cover pretty good, I think I'll use some chalk paint. Let's use, this one should be ink. Yeah, Waverly chalk paint and ink. Struggled with the machine. It was not, and not gentle. That's a bummer. Goodness. Especially after having surgery and all. Like, you don't want to, you know, have to deal with all the, you know, pain and stuff with getting that done. This one was a kind of an older paint too. But it seems like once I started up, it was pretty good. It seems pretty good. All right, so I'm just gonna do some of the black going around here real quick here. And I hope that I don't get it all over like the truck, because I really don't want to have to keep on doing any kind of, you know, touch-up thing. I really don't. I might have to end up finishing this thing on my own just because of how long it's taking. It's taking quite some time. The black chalk paint is covering the wheel really well. It's looking pretty good. So I'm happy about that. I'm liking that. All right, and then I just need a little bit. Up here. Yeah, I gotta finish a couple of packages tonight, because the one package I did, I put all the stuff in the box, which it was a lot of stuff, and then it ended up like right towards the end, I ran out of space in the box, so now I had to get another bigger box. So I got to repack that, and then I had ran out of tape, so I had to get, you know, get that when I went to the post office earlier. So I do have to work on a couple of things tonight, and then I'm just gonna print all those printables while I'm at it. Oh, and then I got offered to be on another design team, so I'm really, really excited about that. And then I did, got invited for this other affiliate program. Remember when I was showing you guys that amazing washi tape stuff? The washi tape, and it was the Jane Austen washi tape and cards. Well, they asked me to be in their affiliate program. So I did all that stuff, and then I added it to my link tree today. So, and then I ended up going on Etsy, and I ordered, I ended up buying some Jane Austen prints. They're really beautiful kits. And of course I couldn't just get one kit. I had to get, you know, the bookmarks and all the different, you know, the stationery and all the things. But with everything, because they had a sale going on, so like all the different things I got, like the ephemera and all the different things was, it came to $14, like after tax and all, so it's pretty good. It wasn't bad for like everything I got. So I'm going to print those tonight as well, among all the other Etsy transactions. I totally bought all those prints in like 2022 and 23, and I didn't even print them, which is crazy. I saved them, or they were in my email actually, and then you just go on Etsy into your downloads, and I totally forgot about a lot of them. I just couldn't even believe how many I came across, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted this. I totally want to use that. Like, I almost bought it again for this one, like, picnic basket one. It was so cute for a junk journal. I was so excited about it because I was about to actually buy it, and then I seen it that I actually had already bought it. I mean, it's been, you know, a couple of years ago, so I forgot all about it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna print those tonight. So I'm really excited about those. And then the washi tape and the cards from Serenity Fair washi, it's gonna match, like, go perfectly with those prints. So I'm gonna work on that journal. And then I have another kit that I'm getting from the new design team, you know, that I'm doing. So I'll make sure to show you guys all that stuff. Once I print it, I'm gonna show you guys, you know, and share all the details and everything. All right, oh, I'm moving on to the next one when I didn't even finish right. Oh my goodness, finish right here. I got to get that. And then if a little bit got like on the truck here, since I'm gonna be distressing it anyway, like I just kind of rubbed around to kind of you know, just blend it in a bit, just to do some distressing on the edge. And then I didn't get all the way in the middle because I am gonna be painting those silver again. But I think for the most part, I got all that I pretty much can on there. And then distress that. And then hopefully when I sit this down, it's not taking, you know, off all the paint here. I probably should have dried that first because I can see that it is pulling some of the paint there. So let me dry that. All right. That's good, good. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I guess I could do the little axle thing here in black. Not like it's really going to be shown, but I guess it's, you know, I might as well. Let's get that. Yeah, the chalk paint's covering really well for this. So I'm happy about that. Oh, wait. Don't sit it down. No. I need to dry that really quick. Goodness. I was about to do it again. All right, I'm caught up on the message, or the, goodness. I'm being too careless now with this. So I'm kind of just like needing a break now. I've been doing this for quite some time. Yeah, I'll get behind the wheels as well, but I just wanted to make sure to get, you know, at least the bottoms dry. So all that's pretty good. That way I don't keep on taking off any paint while I'm doing this. All right, so that's good. And then, let's see, let's do, there was actually a little bit that I missed. So I got to get the green again, friends. So you guys have any plans for tomorrow or this weekend? Anything going on? All right, I missed somewhere. right there. And I'm starting to get a little delusional here. Now I know I just seen like a big spot that I needed to get. Maybe I'm holding it the wrong way. Let's see. Right here. Yeah, so I was mentioning earlier that we had ended up getting the tickets for Florida, but now we were going to go next month, but we had to wait until we're going to go right after summer because of wait until Nate leaves for, you know, the military and stuff, because they will give us a month notice, and then if we happen to you know, be on vacation or something, like that would be bad timing for when he's leaving. So we wouldn't want to miss him leaving or anything. And then we'll go to his boot camp graduation after, when he completes that. So by the time we do go after summertime, he should be done everything, and he probably could even meet us there, depending on where he's like stationed and stuff. I don't know, you know, if he's going to be quite done at that time, but at least when you buy the tickets for Disney World, it's like, I think it's a year anyway. So even if we had to kind of postpone a little bit, depending on, you know, his graduation and all the things, then, you know, we would be able to do that. All right, I need another small brush for the silver, so I can do that second coat, because the other one I was using was just a little too big, I think, for that. All right, I need to get all around there. And I still do need to do the middle of the wheels and then the handles. I'm gonna do that with the silver as well, but I'm gonna hold off on the middle of those you know, for the moment here. But I at least do want to get my little lights here done. That little light. There we go. It's coming along. It's taken quite some time, and I'm starting to get sleepy. I've probably put half of you guys to sleep with doing this painting. Goodness, this has been quite some painting here, friends. But I see we still have, you know, a bit of you hanging out, so thank you so much. I just don't know how you do it, but I do appreciate you all so much. Just sitting here watching me paint and chat away. All right, there was a bit that I missed right there on the last go around, so I'm glad I spotted that. Okay. All right, that's good. And where did I just see a spot that definitely needed it? Oh, right here. I don't know how I missed that after I've been turning this truck upside down all around for, you know, 2 hours now. Oh my gosh, way longer than that. I'm gonna have to get ready to get off here. I gotta get a few things done before I have to get some rest for taking my mom to the doctor's tomorrow. At least it's not like really early this time, so that's good. All right, where's that spot at? And then go to the thrift store and then pick up Hannah. right there. I found it. All right. There we go. Okay, that's good. Now I just have to touch up a little bit on the wheels. But all like the, you know, this silver is pretty much done for that stuff. Oh, there is a spot back here. So let's get that. All right. Okay. I think this wheel is pretty good, so I could do some of the middle here. And then, of course, I'll have to do a couple coats, you know, to go over it, with it being, you know, black paint. And this is kind of a, it's not necessarily translucent, but it's like a thin paint. So it definitely can take a little bit to get that, you know, to cover all the things, like the red and the black. All right, there was a little silver there. And of course, when I go to touch that up, that's when I ended up getting a teeny little dab of silver. I mean, on the silver. There we go. Okay. We got that is good. And now going back to the black, I need to get that wheel. I had to touch up because of when I finally did get inside of that wheel well that I missed, which I don't even know how I managed to miss it after all this. But I accidentally got some on the wheel. So now that's good. And then I will get inside of, it's green in there now, like in here, but I'll probably end up, you know, painting that. Before it's all said and done, I'll probably end up doing that. Okay. I might as well get this axle too, I guess, while I'm at it. But I'm going to be really careful. There we go. All right, we got that is done. Now a little across there. Cool. That was quite some work tonight, friends. I mean, I really did not have any idea that it would be this long for doing this little truck. I mean, unbelievable. But I truly appreciate, you know, everybody just, you know, being here, hanging out with me. I'm just doing like a little bit of the distressing with my brush kind of flat against it. And then you can just kind of wipe it a little bit. But I'm not putting too much on there. It's a very little bit. Or I could use the ink. You know, ink pad is usually what I do use. But for now, since I already have the paint out, I just want to just kind of distress a little bit on the edges before I add, you know, do all the faux rust stuff. But I think this looks really good when you just add a little bit and then, you know, just kind of smear it. Get around those edges. But it works best when you have your brush flat. All right, that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out so far. I still got to get my little handles here. So let me do that really quick. There we go. All right, I just did it pretty lightly because I could still add a little silver to it. But I just wanted to kind of go over it real lightly to get the, just a little bit of that black on there. And then I could do a little bit, like just a dry brush in these little crevices here, and then it'll look like shadowing. So then that's just, you know, it's just like in the details of it. If you have a little bit on your brush, and then you're just kind of going around and doing it, you know, kind of softly in those areas. So I already did some wax in there. So I had that brown. And then now I'm doing some of the black. So it gives some nice shadowing and distressing. And then I'll just kind of go around here and there and do a little bit more, you know, around the edges here. I love how it's turning out. It's looking pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It's looking really old and distressed, I will say. All right, so roll lightly again along there, up in the crack. Let me get that shadowing there. And I forgot this handle, so let me get that. And then if you do it flat, when your brush is like, you know, flat, you can get those raised areas without getting everywhere. Like on all the rest of it. Like I just want to kind of just lightly go over those raised areas to frame out the door. And then that brings out those details. But I don't have much paint on my brush. And I'm pretty much using it like flat. All right, so then I'll do the same thing over here. And then just have it flat and go across just the raised areas. There we go. Okay, now a little bit around like the grill and stuff. These little grate thingies. Just do a little bit. Okay, I think I'm pretty good for now. And then I can, you know, just take a break, and then I can come back and kind of finish later tomorrow and do the, I want to do the flowers and stuff in here, and then the moss effect paste. I definitely want some of that moss on there, and then some rust. But for now, at least I got it painted, primed, painted, and distressed. So I think it's looking pretty awesome so far. Like, I'm really excited about it. The front grill has been crooked from the start. I'm afraid to like play with it too much. It's gonna start, you know, breaking off. But if you see like, you know, kind of the details of doing like around the door, and hopefully you can kind of see the details. If there's anywhere where there's like a little bit of, you know, in the metal, like right here, it's a little dent. So then I would kind of use that to my advantage and just go with the brush flat and then just go over it. So then it would be a shadowed, you know, kind of distressed area. But you can always go over it with some of the ink as well. Like if you want to use, a lot of times I'll use the ink, distress ink, or, you know, archival. And then kind of, just kind of distress everywhere with it. But since I did have this out, it works really great for doing the shadowing. Even in these, in between this area right here, can just kind of do, you know, a little shadow up in that area. And then if it's too much, even after you wipe it, then you can just go back and paint a little bit over it to kind of, you know, take a little bit of that off. And then I did forget to do a little bit on this front. So let's get that really quick. Just around the front edge there of the light and the bumper thingy. And then where there was like a glob of paint, I just kind of go over that a bit more with the black. So say like right here, it was kind of like globby. So I just went over it with some more of the black. And then I'll do the faux rust on those areas as well. But I am going to paint the wheels. You know, I'll get those done. And then I do want to do like the, you know, the other stuff. But, you know, I might possibly do that tomorrow and then add the flowers and stuff. So, so we will see. We shall see. I just need a little bit of a break now because I've been on forever. But thank you all so much. I had an amazing time hanging out and chatting and all the things. It looks like I've been on for about 2 hours. Goodness, longer than that. It's been a while. I know that, but I do appreciate that you guys all hung out with me and stuff, and I had a great time chit-chatting away. So I will, I think I'm going to be live tomorrow on Facebook. And I will post with all the info. I don't know if it's going to be for an event or just, you know, going live. So I'll let you guys know when that'll be and, you know, what's going on. So I'll take a look at that right after this. Because I think that Thursday live is next week for for the journal event. So I think tomorrow I don't have one tomorrow night. So then I would just go live and do like, you know, the haul and stuff after doing the shopping. So I'm excited to see what I get. I'm going to try to take it easy now when I go to the thrift store, because I don't want to go too crazy after trying to get my studio organized. I'm not trying to bring in like tons more stuff. Thank you, Giselle. Thanks, sweet friend. So, you know, I'm trying to like kind of declutter, not add a bunch more. So I'm going to try to behave myself there. We're going to see, friends. We're going to see. Some things you just can't give up on, though. Like, you can't pass up. You know, if there's some real good stuff, you just got to get it. Even if I need to, like, just get it and, like, you know, put it in auction or, you know, sell it or something. If it's something that's pretty amazing, I'm just going to have to get it. I think so. But thank you all so much. I'm loving how this is turning out so far. Oh, that's great. Ooh, I don't like that sound. You guys have an amazing, blessed night, everyone. Love you guys, and I will see you soon.